Hey fifth graders, so for this week for your reading strategy, we are going to practice chunking parts of the story together and then putting it together for the main idea or what the passage is mostly about. So what we're going to do, the strategy is when you're reading, you're going to stop after every paragraph or a small section. And I want you to ask yourself, how can I say what I learned in my own words? You can always jot down notes in the margin or put it in a sticky note. And at the end of the whole article, you're going to look at all your notes and think, so what is this whole article mainly about? So remember, as we are reading, there's usually multiple paragraphs. What you're going to do is after each short section, you're going to read it. And then you're going to stop and think, what did I learn? You can ask yourself, what did I learn here? And as you're thinking, maybe is that I learned about zebras and their different types of stripes. Next step, after you read and you ask yourself that, normally in class I would give you a post-it note, but you're going to jot that idea down. You can sometimes write it in the margins, or you can write it in a post-it note in your own words. Don't copy it, but in your own words, jot down what you learned in this one section. And normally afterwards, you would have multiple little notes from all the different sections that you had read. These are all your little summaries. And what you're going to do is you're going to take all those little post-it notes and ideas that you jotted down and as you're reading it through together, this should tell you what the whole article is mostly about. So you can kind of summarize a big article into little sections and kind of reread it again to find what is this whole passage about. So I want you to practice this as you're reading. We're definitely going to practice this when we are reading our story today about earthquakes and tsunamis. So this is a nonfiction text, and we're going to practice jotting notes. So we need to read, stop and ask, what did I learn here? Jot that down, and then put our post-its all together to find out what this whole, article is mostly about. So we're going to chunk and put together.